The real enemy is the man who stole the city hall. The enemy is the refugee upstart who seized the local government secretariat at Glover Road in Ikoyi. Our collective enemy is the greedy man who bought the old nurse's house at Falomo, the Falomo shopping complex, the Lagos State Polytechnic property at Ojota, the stretches of acres at Lekki, the old Strabag yard in Alausa, the innumerable beachfront properties long owned by the people of Lagos State, the billion-naira Queen's Drive mansion, the illegal Lekki toll gate, the First Nation airline, the strings of media conglomerates, the Vault and Garden cemetery, even the cemetery, the vast estates on the shores of Oniru Beach, the endless choice hotels and high-rises, the shopping mall in Ikeja and Lekki, and many great assets of our people. This Iraqi man are stolen with manic desperation. This is the real enemy we must chase back to Iraqi. With all this crazy and bewildering acquisition, it is obvious that this Iraqi upstart suffers from a disease called affluenza. It is an incurable malady which makes the pathetic sufferer to pursue a blind, greedy, desperate, and infectious craving for acquisition after acquisition. Here, the demented sufferer can never stop the craving for unnecessary endless accumulation of wealth. He does not know what is enough. Here, wealth is glorified in the place of the Almighty God. This is the dreadful disease Amodo Gundele, Shogodele, alias Tinubu is suffering from. Let the good people, the real Omoluadis, work with our genuine God-fearing leaders for our total victory in the Southwest. Let us remove and dismantle the greedy contraption of Bola Tinubu from Lagos and the whole of the Southwest before the madness of Iraqi Jiman corrupts the whole nation. We will never surrender nor compromise with those who are selling off our heritage. We will fight them in the trenches, we will fight them in the daylight and in the shadows to retrieve our stolen commonwealth. We will work at home and in the frontiers for the survival and progress of our people. We will work with President Jonathan for the transformation of our nation. We also urge our governors to stay the course and work hand in hand with our president for the greater good of our nation. AP is hardly a credible option for God-fearing people. These same characters who are eager to criticize a listening and God-fearing leader like Jonathan just reveal that they are not suitable for leadership at all. Nigerians should never trust the man that recklessly sealed up Chief Ojikalu's house because the man told the truth about the illegal deportation of fellow Nigerians from Nigerian soil. These people are totally intolerant of opposite views. They are tyrannical leaders and rulers who should never be trusted by all Nigerians. Those guys are not Democrats. What happened to what do they call it? Not SDN. No. The first party they had, AMP. What happened to AMP? What they disappeared into oblivion? Because it is not national in outlook. They are all tribal parties. You know. Now, when you look at from AD to AC to ACN, now APC, maybe tomorrow will be to FENSIC. That Nigerians, we cannot afford any more experimentation. While we welcome a bolder party to compete with PDP, I have traversed every nook and cranny of Nigeria, snaking through campaigning. That is why you can see an APC government driving other Nigerians out of their own. That reminded me of what Hitler did. That's how they started with the Jews. Does that make any political sense? Does that make any economic sense? Does that even make any sense as a Nigerian? To start packing people and you just carry them and dump them somewhere. That's why I said, all these little people who just stumble into power, they don't even know this entity called Nigeria. How can now they will want the votes? It is a shame that what's the name of the governor of Imo? My friend Roger Soko. He can be in that party. They are deporting his people. So what is his relevance there? We don't want to be a failed state. There is enough for everybody. We must respect ourselves. Let's come together. Let's talk sense to ourselves. It's not creating another party. Who are these people forming the party? How can Buhari and Bola Tinubu work together? How? How? We are looking for serious chaos. So that's my own mission. If they say quick, we'll see.